Hi, my name is Cece Castillo, and today I'm presenting the history of media according to my dad. My dad's name is Ruben Castillo, and he was born in 1970 in Los Angeles, California. He has always enjoyed listening to the radio, is a big fan of sci-fi movies, and his favorite movie from childhood is Star Wars. My dad's earliest memories are of listening to read-alongs on record. A read-along is a story read aloud with sound effects and an accompanying book. His earliest memories are of listening to The Hobbit on record. While my dad enjoyed listening to records, buying them was expensive and a huge task because he would have to save up the money for the record, plan a trip to go to the shop to go buy it, and since it was expensive and time-consuming, he would just spend most of his time listening to the radio that was in his bedroom. Growing up, going to the movie theaters was a pretty fun experience for my dad. His most memorable movies are Escape from New York and Xanadu. He specifically remembers learning how to roller skate after watching Xanadu with his neighborhood friends. His favorite movie of all time, though, was Star Wars. It was the first space sci-fi adventure film of its kind, and it really set the tone for all the following Hollywood cinema to come. Back in the day, TV channels were extremely limited, especially before my dad's family got cable. He can remember watching shows like Laverne and Shirley and Dukes of Hazzard, but those shows were just on, and that was what he had to watch. He really enjoyed watching Saturday morning cartoons though, and even though he wasn't a morning person, he would make sure to get up nice and early on Saturday mornings to watch those cartoons with a bowl of cereal. A lot has changed since 1970, but the most notable thing, according to my dad, is how accessible media is nowadays. In his time, you used a TV to watch TV, a radio to listen to radio, records and cassettes for music, and you would go to the movie theater to watch movies. You also had to wait. You had to wait for new releases. You had to wait to hear that song you wanted to catch on the radio. You had to wait to see that new TV show. Whereas now, everything is just so instantaneous and accessible, and we can do all of that from our phones.